Hello, today I'm sharing with you the benefits of Neal's Yard Remedies Calendula and Oat Body Lotion. Um, this has been in the range for a long time and I used it years ago, didn't really appreciate the benefit, but now my skin has changed. I'm really noticing just what a beautiful, wonderful product this is. Um, so I came across it recently again, trying to recommend a body lotion for a client with incredibly sensitive, irritable skin. And I know that these ingredients, both calendula, which is marigolds, and oats, are wonderful for irritated and irritable skin. So anything that's slightly itchy, that gets very sore very easily, that gets red, inflames. Um, if you have sensitive skin, you'll know exactly the kind of thing that I mean. So both calendula, which, as I say, is marigolds. It's the beautiful orange marigolds that you see everywhere. I know Neal's Yard grow them at their own farm, their own farm, Peace Marsh Farm in Dorset. And I quite often grow them here as well. So they are wonderful for taking out the itch in that itchy skin, that irritability skin. And oat is really good for soothing. So you'll often hear as a herbal remedy or as a natural remedy for irritable skin is to put some oats in a muslin bag and run that under the hot tap of the bath, because the oats, the milk, for want of a better phrase, that comes out of oats is really nourishing and soothing, and it just takes that out of irritable skin or irritated skin. And so both these ingredients are, or these are the main ingredients in here. But there's also things like chickweed, which I love chickweed. It's one of the herbal remedies that Neal's Yard sells, Stellaria cream. Again, really good for taking the itch out of things. I use it for bites personally, but irritated, irritable, itchy, sensitive, grouchy skin. Do you know what I mean? Grouchy skin? Okay, so those are the kind of things that chickweed is really good for. And I love it because chickweed just grows naturally. My other little pet love with chickweed is, of course, the chickens adore it, we discovered. And that's clearly why somebody years ago called it chickweed, because our chickens just go mad for chickweed. So it does grow rampant in the garden, or it did until I kept pulling it up to feed the chickens. What else have we got in here? There is evening primrose oil and borage oils. Again, really good for soothing the skin, for getting into the blood supply and just kind of cooling and calming and soothing. So it is not highly fragranced. It doesn't have a load of essential oils in, which will help with that sensitivity factor. It does have a very, very minute amount of neroli, because neroli itself is one of those calming, soothing essential oils. So that gives it a little bit of fragrance, but it isn't highly scented. It just has this, and the essential oils themselves, the oils themselves will have their own natural aroma, and that's what it smells of, with this little hint of neroli, which it'll calm the skin. It is known for calming skin and for nourishing dry skin. So skin that's really dry and tight and horrible, that's what all of these oils, including neroli, will help with. But mentally and emotionally, neroli is very good for soothing heightened emotions, for calming anxiety. So when the dry skin really gets to you and you start to feel really because of it, then neroli will help with that as well, which just makes this like a double whammy that you can't miss out on. It comes in one of the beautiful and iconic glass blue jars, which of course protect the oils from sunlight, and are recyclable. So the glass is fully recyclable. The label you could peel off and put in your plastics recycling, the one that goes to the supermarket. But I understand from the company, from Neal's Yard Remedies, that actually you can just leave those on and they just go straight to the glass, and it will dissolve in the heat and it's fine. This, of course, just goes into your curbside recycling. So what does it look like? Let's see how close we can get. So it's quite a thick lotion, body lotion. It is designed as a body lotion, not a face lotion. And it goes in really easily. I'm hoping you can see it goes in really easily, really nicely. And it's slightly thicker than some of our other body lotions. It's kind of cross between the body cream. If you've used the Women's Balance body cream, it's actually even slightly thicker than that. Now, I am finding with age, I am a lady of a certain age, that my skin has become dry and quite crepey. And that, particularly on my legs, I find that makes them quite irritable. It makes them feel dry and cracked. They're not cracked, but they feel that dry, tight, irritable, itchy, don't want to stretch. The skin doesn't want to stretch anymore. It's lost its elasticity. And this, so I've given that a really good rub in, and it feels, I can feel it's there, it doesn't disappear, but over the course of the day, it doesn't disappear. You feel like it's still with you. As I'm rubbing this in, I can still feel it on the skin a little bit, but it doesn't feel greasy, it doesn't feel oily. But I know that later in the day, the skin is still going to feel nourished. I'm trying to get that one out. Nourished and hydrated. It's still going to feel like you put body lotion on. Quite often you put a body lotion on and within an hour or so you might as well not have bothered. But this one you can still feel the effects later in the day. So I put some on my legs this morning and I can still, it's not greasy. It's there but not greasy. You need to try this. So if you want to sample, then do drop me a message, and I can pop one in the post if you're UK based, of course. And it just, I find this lasts longer. It has a more effective lasting behaviour than many other body lotions that I have ever tried. And this is why I'm shouting about it. And this is why I'm creating this video, because it's the first of many that I'm going to do where I shout about things that I really, really love. So if you have skin that is getting a little bit older and a little bit more delicate, if you have skin that is dry or irritable or itchy, or just a bit tight, then this would be the perfect body lotion for you.